Hey, Tiny, how you doing? Tiny, I won't shake your hand because I know you're worried about germs. That's all right. Now, listen, I know your whole scene. How you doing, Tiny? You look good.
Misgivings.
Misgivings? You're really making points here, Tiny.
Misgivings?
Oh, I'm sorry, Robin, Miss Robin.
Miss Robin. Just keep it Miss Robin. Never mind the last name. I forget it, too. Everyone calls you Robin Givens.
I know.
Tiny, what a faux pas.
Who's the rest of the gentleman here?
I'm sorry?
The other gentleman here.
Oh, the other gentleman. Mr. Jackie?
Jackie.
Mr. Billy?
Mr. Billy.
And Mr. Fred over there.
I'm sorry, Miss Robin. What was the last name again?
Robin Quivers.
Miss Quivers, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not like you,
Obviously,
Tiny.
he hasn't seen my book.
Quivers of Life? Have you read it yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, fascinating. You think you got problems, Tiny. Wait till you read her book.
Where can I buy it?
Oh, in any store.
Oh, I will. As soon as I get out of here.
Please do, because you'll see that everyone else is normal compared to Robin.
You'll feel better after.
Yeah, you'll feel a lot better about it. You know how people always say you're eccentric and you're wild and, you're completely normal. Yeah, right. It's unbelievable.
There's hope for you.
You're going to go wild. Well, how you been?
Oh, I can't complain.
Really? You usually do. Let me say, Tiny looks very young. I got to tell you, Tiny's no spring chicken. Oh. Right, Tiny?
Oh, well.
I see. Tiny has come on here numerous occasions and described his beauty regimen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say
and
something.
the skin is beautiful.
You don't have a wrinkle in that face. Look at you. You're like 70 or something, right, Tiny? I mean, no offense. That's
Do you tell
amazing.
your age? You should.
Do you admit your own age?
Well, I'm nearer 64.
64.
Nearer.
You got the skin of a 30-year-old. Look at you.
Wonderful.
What are you doing these days? Are you still using the lotions and creams?
Quiver, thanks. Well,
Would you describe your beauty regimen for the people at home? Because it really does work.
Yeah.
Well, I praise the good Lord. He shall renew thy youth like an eagle. I praise him first, and also right now.
Do you have a regular prayer routine?
At home, and also.
I picture you praying at home like 20 times a day.
I'm grateful for Estee Lauder's tender loving care, and also a wonderful makeup from Revlon called age-defying makeup.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Is there such a thing?
I don't get nothing from these people, huh?
Right. Now, one of the things about Tiny, when he endorses a product, he doesn't get
want
anything.
It free. He just wants to buy it.
We have had people call into the show from various companies and say, hey, Tiny just endorsed us. We'd like to send them free, this and that. He won't take it.
That's right.
He won't take it.
Because it's not fair to others, and I don't want to profit here. I'm just telling what I do.
Now, you say Estee Lauder is what?
Yeah, only the cleansing cream is called Tender Cream Cleanser with a blue cap on it.
Now, what do you do? What is the regimen? You wake up in the morning and you prepare your face with
4 times with that. Then I use...
No, hold on. Let me get this straight so the people at home know this. Yeah. You wake up in the morning and you take Estee Lauder rejuvenating cream.
No.
No. I cleanse.
Cleansing cream.
It's called a tender loving cream.
No soap?
No.
Soap never touches that face?
Only in the shower.
Only in the shower.
Only Dove soap is sensitive skin. The extra sensitive Dove is excellent.
Is there a Dove soap? I use Dove soap, but it doesn't say extra sensitive skin.
It's a new box with a light green tag on it.
And that's what you recommend?
I thought that was unscented, not a sensitive.
There's one unscented too, but now they come up with an extra sensitive skin.
Tiny, you must spend like hours in the supermarket. Really looking. And when you try, you have to try a lot of products till you find the right one.
Well, always. This country's been blessed not only with wonderful things, but great supermarkets.
Yes.
I mean, great products. They really care about the products, and everyone is competing.
We have if you've been to Europe, right? You see, they don't have the selection we have.
That's why we're living in the greatest country in the world. I mean, the freedom here, no matter what they say, we've been blessed with so much food.
The average man can go into a supermarket, you're talking about any working class person, and pick up products that formerly only a king could buy. Is that true?
And not only that, but we have great products like hefty bags with the 2 handles on it.
I love them.
Especially the steel sack.
What are you doing with those, if I may ask, Tiny?
He's getting...
He's chopping up his ex-wives.
He's closing his eyes when he talks.
Right. you almost have ecstasy on your face when you talk about hefty bags. Why people don't tap you for a commercial endorsement, I don't understand.
No, I wouldn't take it now because when I mention it here, it's not fair to those who are trying to look for a break in commercials. But the hefty steel sack, the black one, is really strong, and I use it not only for garbage, but I also use it, when I go to hotels. Not all the time, but when I remember, I buy it so I could help the maids, put the garbage in without them going into the basket with those open paraphernalia there.
No, wait a second. Now, explain to me. Wait a second. This is interesting. You live in a lot of hotels. You don't really live in... Right. You like hotel living. And the woman who comes and cleans your room, obviously, you don't leave it to them. You clean your own room.
Yes, I try to.
Right. And you're saying that you don't like when they come in and use their own garbage bags?
Right.
Why?
Because hefty bags the steel sack ones, you can put it in. There's two wonderful yellow handles,
right?
And you can close it up, and it's very sanitary.
Oh, I see. You don't feel
like those open bags,
right?
Just laying there, letting everything whoosh out.
I see. You don't want them in the room with any of that. So how do you explain to these chambermaids that this is what you require?
Well, I'm usually gone before they come into the room.
Is the room all cleaned by the time when they come in? Because you make your own beds, don't you?
Not very well, but it's made because I can't come into a room and see a bed empty.
I see.
With the cover off.
I see.
What will that do?
Well, it doesn't look right.
Oh,
it looks like
hell.
Something has happened.
Right. Looks like sex has been.
Exactly. Tiny.
They are getting these hemorrhoids from meats and cheeses, which ball up like
really do look younger than ever.
Yeah, because I would always like to try to follow it. Now, he said he washes his face 4 times with this tender loving cream.
Right. So in other words, do you mix that with water?
No, I cleanse it. I just cleanse it. Estee Lauder's tender loving cream. I just cleanse it once, tissue off, cleansing twice, tissue off, 3 times, tissue off, 4 times, tissue off.
All right. That requires some time, though, right?
Well, it goes fast.
Why 4 times?
Because I'm extra sure when that happens. And then after that...
And how much money do you spend a week on Estee Lauder products?
Well,
I mean, that's a big commitment.
I can't. That's why I use the Estee Lauder tender cream. Then I use the Estee Lauder's liquid cleanser.
Yes.
And then I use the wonderful it's night repair.
Night repair. Estee Lauder night repair?
Yeah, this advanced night repair. It's so wonderful. Night and morning. I have it on now.
You wear the night repair in the day.
As well as the night.
Wow.
And
day and night, even though it's night repair.
And that's about $100 a bottle.
Wow.
And then after that, I use, on top of that in the morning, right now I'm using the rejuvenating cream.
That's the Revlon.
Now that sounds sort of like snake oil.
Also Estee Lauder.
Then what was the other product that you recommend?
For makeup, after I get the base on, then for makeup I will use, I love the age-defying cream.
Now, I'm surprised you do wear makeup. As a man, you don't have to wear makeup.
I do. It keeps me, it makes me feel clean and cleansed and protected.
Oh, really? Tiny, you're amazing. Well, look at you, though. I mean, who can argue with success?
Why are you arguing with it?
Who can argue with it? A man looks young. He does. You can't argue with it. You don't see a wrinkle. I know people 64, they got wrinkles all over their face. Right. You never had a facelift, right?
No,
of course not.
Well, my cheeks have been lifted up. I mean, because I've been cleansing so much, going back to the early 50s.
Right.
I was one of the first to use, they called me sissy, but back in 1952.
I can't believe they would call you that.
Yeah. Right. In 52, yes. I was doing Lady Esther's hormone cream when it first came out.
The hormone cream.
And you were using that?
That was a 53.
And you feel that this is, now, I don't know, genetically, like your parents, are they still alive?
No, they were saints of parents, and they're dead now.
They are dead now, but when they did they live a long time?
Yes.
Were they wrinkled?
I don't know. I really can't say my father was that wrinkled. And no, they weren't.
I see. So far we've learned from Tiny. We haven't even gotten into his music career.
But we've learned how to wash our faces.
We've learned how to wash our faces. And we have learned that the steel garbage bags,
hefty steel sacks,
are fantastic.
Well, thanks, Mr. Chairman. I've had to because they make many types with the sack on it, but the steel sack is the best, even though it's $5 a box.
Right.
It all depends where you go in the supermarket. But it is about $4.85 or $5 a box.
Right.
Every garbage place should use that because you have the handles. The rats can't come in that easy, and you can keep the handles right on.
Where is Tiny? Oh, I don't know where he's staying. The rats can't get in there. That's the important thing.
I'm just figuratively talking. I mean, in this city here, it's just a great sanitary bag.
And what are you eating these days? Your weight now, you've slimmed down since I last saw you. What are you eating now? You always have such an unusual diet. That's part of your youth regimen, isn't it?
Well, I have to watch the blood sugar.
You do?
Yeah, I got to watch.
You got the diabetes?
Yeah, I could have.
You do?
Yeah.
You're so healthy, I thought.
Well, it happens to anybody because in this country we're blessed with sugar.
I see.
From ice creams to sodas to whatever.
I see.
So no matter what diabetes today is like the flu.
Because you were the guy who only ate ragu and pumpkin seeds.
Right, but still, I used to drink a lot of sodas.
Oh, you did? You see, you never mentioned this before. This is very revealing. What soda were you drinking?
I loved. Well, it didn't come from that, but I loved I still look for it if I ever get it. It's a great health soda.
Right.
It's called Old Time Ginger Beer.
Oh, I see. So you were hitting that.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
In fact, that helps.
No, I thought you were into a healthful food thing. What are you eating these days?
Right, these
ragu?
Everything's raw apples. Also prunes. Raw apples and prunes.
Tiny, we got a problem?
Not when you're eating like that, you don't.
And just cutting down more on the diet, and of course.
So you mean, what did you have for breakfast today?
I didn't have anything.
Nothing.
I just had some breath savers.
Mouthwash?
No, breath savers.
Really? You eat those? What kind of breath savers?
Peppermint.
Those are good.
Well, it's good for the breath.
I've never seen anybody so opinionated on things.
Just if
he eats it, it's good. That's all. That's it. So all you had was a breath mint, so you wouldn't be offensive in the room because you hadn't eaten yet.
All right, and also usually when I can, I get apples.
When you wake up, do you brush your teeth, or you don't believe in that?
Oh, I sure do.
Oh, you do?
Mouthwash.
Only mouthwash.
One, I brush my teeth always with Crest most of the time. It does have a hard fluoride in it, and it really strengthens the teeth.
See?
Well, he's got all his teeth.
Yeah.
Can't argue with him.
Right.
When I brush with, thank you. When I brush with Crest, when I brush with Crest, I don't usually rinse with water.
That is a secret.
I chew the Crest, swish it in my mouth, spit it out, and leave the hardness. So the hardness
grit
to the teeth.
Really?
Is that right?
Honey, now how did you develop this theory?
Well, first of all, for his blessings, it's just that because
came to you.
The fluoride hardens the teeth.
Right.
And when the water is put in, it washes it away.
All right, let me get this straight. You take the Crest, you put it on the toothbrush.
Right.
No water.
Right.
You start to brush your teeth.
Right.
Then you take it, you swallow it. Oh, you chew it. You chew it.
Chew it and leave it in the mouth for about 4 seconds, swish it around, and then spit it out.
Everything is 4 seconds, 4 times with the Estee Lauder. Yeah, I think you got to 4.
Yeah, but the only thing I don't like about Crest, and any of these toothpaste, except for the health toothpaste, they do have that shocking ingredient saccharin. And if the kids swallow it too much, it can cause cancer.
Really?
And I don't see why these big products don't put in at least regular mint sugar.
Have you written to any of the...
I never said that to Crest, but I did send mailgrams years ago under different names to people like Listerine.
I see. You would use an alias.
Yeah, like Varley Ross was my name when I lived in Brooklyn in the 70s.
Right, so Varley Ross would write to these companies and complain about...
Why were you writing to Listerine?
Well, in 1974, when I lived in Brooklyn, Miss Vicky left me already then.
Yeah.
That's another story.
Yeah, I got to get to that. She was on here.
Oh,
yeah.
I hear, Bern. Thanks for being so nice to me.
I would.
I can tell you stories about that.
Oh, really? Good. I want. By the way, Tiny, in the next segment,
side of the story.
we'll get into a little of that. Believe me, you got to have a chance to defend yourself. Absolutely. Go ahead. Yes.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Anyway,
thank you.
The thing is, in this case, I broke a big bottle of Listerine in the bathroom, and I immediately sent a mailgram to them saying, "Why don't you make your bottles in plastic?" And then I called. Then they sent me back something, and they told me on the phone.
Yes.
And they had a point there that we don't want to put it in plastic because the ingredients won't be as powerful. Now they have put it in plastic, and this time they were right. I say to Listerine, get back to glass because the plastic is killing your mouthwash.
May I applaud that?
Oh.
Thank you. When you go to the supermarket, you will buy a hemorrhoid cream and apply it. I mean, you got the thing with the washing the hands, and you take like 8 showers a day, right?
No, I took one main one. I haven't missed a shower since December 20th, 1989.
Is that right? Now, why did you miss a shower before that?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Because I was trying for a year, and in November of that year, I broke it, and then I felt discouraged. But now I haven't missed it since that time.
You felt odd.
Just one day
you said,
you didn't have a shower?
You felt that, hey, this is a compulsion to shower. Let me see what would happen if I didn't shower for a day. Is that what you're saying?
No. What happened? Miss Jan was with me then, and she said to me, I was going to take a late shower, and because my regimen has to be within a 24-hour period.
Yes.
Not to miss it. And this was 10 to, it was...
You were going on the 24th hour.
Right, on the 22nd hour.
Thank you.
Without taking it.
Right.
And then she said, what do you want, me or the shower? Because she wanted to do something.
Oh, she was waiting for you on the bed, and you had a tough decision to make. And Miss Jan, beautiful, all your wives, beautiful women.
Oh, thanks.
Yes. Well, listen, he's thinking about the moment.
I didn't weaken. I can't do much anyway, but was doing things to me.
Right, and she was weakening you, and she was there, and you skipped the shower.
Oh, well, I did, and I kicked myself for that afterwards.
You did. That was the only shower you ever missed. And what about now, so the showering routine, you have one major shower for the day, but you do take spruce-up showers, don't you?
Yes, when nature calls.
Right.
Here's what happens. When nature calls,
right.
I heard...
Number two you're talking about.
I heard...
Sorry, Mr. Jackie.
No, I heard...
Mr. Jackie, very sensitive.
I heard your show when I lived in New York here.
Yes.
And Miss Lambada had hemorrhoids. And I'll never forget that.
Yes.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Lambada. The Forbidden Dance?
Mr. Gary, you know.
Yeah, Mrs. Delabate, right, yes. Go ahead, okay.
Right. I heard your show then. And
I call him Mr. Lambada, too, so do not be embarrassed at all. Thank you.
That's a tough name for anybody.
I'm sorry.
But Tiny's got a lot of information. You should really listen to this.
Well, he heard this, yeah.
I mean, in all seriousness.
Hemorrhoid.
All right.
And the thing is...
Rather than wipe, you use a...
No, what happens is this. First of all, when a person gets hemorrhoids...
Go ahead.
They are getting the hemorrhoids from meats and cheeses, which ball up like gum in the system.
Thank you.
That means that it can't move out, causing a force.
You never eat meat or cheese?
Oh, here and there sometimes, and that's how I had it.
You did have the hemorrhoids.
I can experiment with that.
Yes.
The greatest, in order to avoid these hemorrhoids, one must always use...
excuse me. That was me. I apologize.
Always use raw, the key word is raw apples, dried figs, dried prunes,
Excuse me, Mr. Tim.
And in breads, always a cracked wheat bread that you can chew with grains in it.
Yes.
But these flat breads will gum up in the system.
Right, that moves the system.
They make sludge, right?
Right. Cheeses, chickens, all these things, steaks have no fiber.
It's hard to believe you got the hemorrhoids, but go ahead. You had them. So then you would go...
Experimenting with it, raw apples, raw prunes, beets, cans, but you must stay away, not much of meats or cheeses. They clog up the system.
Absolutely. I always tell Robin that. She's very clogged.
Then I always wash with soap and water in there, at least.
With the Dove.
Or
that lucky bar of Dove.
There's another
in cleaning, when I use soap and water, I use clean and smooth germ-free dispenser in the brown liquid. It's more sanitary for the hands. You press the top down.
That's just for washing your hands.
That's the rear end. Inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with soap and water.
Right.
And then I will also cleanse with creams in there because I will also cleanse the area. Then when it's clean, and this is very, very important, then when it's clean.
I don't want to miss this.
When the hemorrhoids are gone.
Go ahead.
I still use I either use preparation H in the green tube, not the other ones.
Right.
The new green tube with the green letter.
Tried everything. Yeah.
Or Anusol is excellent, or something called Pazo, P-A-Z-O.
And you apply that with the hand?
Very gently, yes. Even I don't have them anymore, and I still apply them.
Just as a precaution.
That's right.
Really? Is that right? So when you go to the supermarket, you will buy a hemorrhoid cream and apply it?
Either Pazo or Preparation H in the green carton or Anusol.
Even though you've licked the problem?
Yes.
Wow.
Because you want to keep it nice and soft, like the hands.
I love you, I swear to God. I love you. It's unbelievable. That bottom is very soft. I guarantee it. Right? Yes. I could stay on this topic for a while, but we have two things to address. Your music career and Miss Vicky, of course, who has been going around saying
and your current marital status.
Exactly. Well, let's wait till we get back.
Don't answer anything.
Don't give it away. Everyone is anxious. The great Tiny Tim, who I believe is perhaps one of the best interviews around. Man has wealth of knowledge. I mean, we didn't even get to how to clean a bathroom.
Keep up. Yes, because the last time we saw him, he was upset with Comet.
Oh, let me tell you something. Yeah, are you still upset with Comet, by the way?
If I don't have the grit in it, I would be.
Yes.
Because by taking out the grit, really to clean a bathtub, there's got to be grit in the cleanser.
And they took out the grit.
Yeah, that's why I use Zud.
You'd use Zud? Do they have the grit?
More than the other two.
Why did they take the grit out?
Well, I think they try to be like Bon Ami. And it doesn't work in bathtubs.
No.
Because you must have grit to
You don't let the chambermaids clean your bathtub, do you?
Well, if I'm not there, they can clean it.
They can?
Yeah, but I always clean it myself, and then I usually will spray on top of the powder. I will spray something like Lysol to make the powder move with the liquid.
Well, you got to make a lot of money to support all your products. I mean,
just that alone, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder about his packing. He's got one suitcase full of product.
Yeah. When you come to New York on a promotional visit,
Always it's heavy.
how many suitcases?
Oh, no, it's not that. I only have 2 valet bags and 2 handbags.
Oh, but you got to carry all your products here, your Estee Lauder and everything else.
It does get a bit heavy.
It does. Well, listen, it works. Look at the guy. That's proof positive. You're gorgeous. Look at you. All right, good. All right, listen.
You know what? It says tiny exercise.
No, I don't think tiny exercise. You walk a lot, right?
I really don't. Miss Quivers, I tell you.
He's buying products. That's exercise enough.
You walk in that
You walk up and down the aisle. This is a supermarket.
Maybe I should, but the thing is, if I try to save my life, I can lose it anyway.
Right.
I can.
As soon as you start caring about it, you lose it.
And not only that, the plane can explode.
Right. It's true.
So sit and enjoy.
That bottom is very soft. I guarantee it. Right?
Oh, well,
yes.
It all depends on the chair.
With all the showering and the lotioning and everything else. And she has touched you with your pants on.
Yes. Oh
my goodness.
But I praise the Lord, it stopped.
What time?
What time?
But instead of underwear, I throw it away every day. It's nice and sanitary. I have no bladder control.
Isn't it bulky?
No, it is not.
Touch his hands, Howard.
Yeah, no, I don't want it. Tiny gets upset. No, I don't want to touch your hand. Hey, come on, there could be germs.
He said his butt was as soft as his hand.
Is that right? You mind if I touch you? I mean, I have no hang-up. I mean, you do. Oh, my God. Tiny, that's delicate.
Well, thank you. I use Vaseline new pink hand cream. Only for the hand. It has keratin in it, and I really.
Is that the secret? Now, what about seriously the rest of your body?
I've been cleaning my hands since the 40s. May rest in peace, Walter Winchell, when he was first advertising Jergens lotion on WJZ radio at 9 o'clock. And Jergens was so wonderful then when it came in glass, and it had the Abbott scent. As far as the body's concerned, yes, after every shower, I always cream my body, either with Vaseline Intensive Care in the yellow, or sometimes Revlon's Aquamarine lotion.
What color was bottle?
The Vaseline one is in yellow, and the Aquamarine is blue and white.
Oh, it is. Okay, thanks. I put the wrong bottle. All right, very good. Listen, Tiny, I want you to mellow out. You've done a lot of talking here. You can conserve your energy, please. If you need something to drink or whatever, I would be happy to accommodate you. All right.
Beer is it?
You want a beer? Yeah, Tiny loves beer.
You know what? It's interesting to me because he's so healthy. And then,
beer is
he
good.
got off the sodas and went to the beer.
Well, but thanks for letting me talk here. I really believe, this is my own opinion,
Go ahead.
that diabetes is not hampered by beer. Beer has brewer's yeast and also is a great...
Good for the bowel or not?
Well, not bad.
Not bad.
You ought to play next beer song for him.
The only thing, most diabetics are thirsty. They go for sodas, not for beers. Right. You can't take them to the brew.
Understood.
I love these beers.
Gary, please fix Tiny a beer. And look, man likes a beer. There's no problem with me on that.
Is there any time of the day, I mean, is it too early for beer or not?
No time too early. He's working on a 24-hour clock. Right, that's right. Hey, so Tiny, anyway, so your first wife, Miss Vicky, comes in here, and she made a whole big splash with, she was all over the media, making reference to the marriage, saying the marriage was a farce, saying that you didn't make love to her for the first 6 months of the marriage, which I think you denied. Is that true?
First of all, if I may answer,
go ahead.
She also said that I had men in the room.
Yes, she did.
I had men in the room, and
you were wearing women's panties.
Yes,
right.
And also that she left me alone with them to want the baby to sleep or something. First of all,
now, I've always known you. You have a complete, if I may say, hard-on for women.
He doesn't want to be with women.
Right.
Well, Robin, you can understand. Let me address this to you. Do you ever look at a magazine or a picture or see a woman and go, wow, she's really attractive?
Right, sure.
That's how he looks at women. Wow, she's really pretty. Because he would like to be one. He would like to look like a woman.
That's what you feel, right?
That's your opinion. Yeah. And he doesn't like women. He doesn't respect them.
No, right now,
you know, I think that I could say
You're ripping it now?
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
My new love, Mitsu, she's 39. She's in in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. She knows that. In fact,
what happened, Tiny?
Well,
when did it happen?
From the diabetes?
Maybe part of it that way, but I don't blame that. I blame the years go by, and definitely, you know.
The lead drains out of the pencil?
Well, I would say...
Tiny, you took such good care of yourself. It's hard to believe.
Well, that doesn't mean nothing. You know, it's a very delicate area.
Yes.
And
do you cream it?
Did you misuse it?
You do? You do lotion it?
I used to.
What lotion do you use?
Well, that was going back to the...
You didn't use that hormone cream on it.
Yeah, I know.
I've stopped doing that. Maybe I should have.
Right. Maybe you should lotion it. Maybe that's what happened.
No, but it's just time will do that.
Really?
Oh, Tiny, don't
Tiny, you're not that. I mean, you're only
When did it happen? How long ago? How long has it been going on?
Discovered about July of last year.
You know what I use? I lotion myself with Easy Off down there. It's got the grit.
Well, that's a very delicate area.
Oven cleaner.
And you know, I didn't fool around. I don't believe in fornication before marriage. But the thing is, and Jan left me so many times, I don't believe in fooling around myself because that's naughty.
You never did
Tiny
that.
does not. No, Tiny has done it.
Sure, you didn't just back up the system?
Tiny has fooled around with himself, right? Am I correct?
But very rarely. On times I hate that it's wrong.
Yeah, you always felt that you were failing when you did that.
Tiny feels that should be safe for marriage. I think we've all established that.
Thanks. And so I told my new intended, Miss Sue, she's only 39, she looks so wonderful.
You always have good-looking women. I mean, there's never been a problem there, right?
Why is Miss Sue going to go forward with this if you're...
Good questions, Quiver.
Yeah.
I told her that she doesn't need much. She likes to be touched only.
Right.
Number one.
Yes.
Number two, she says she loves me immensely. She doesn't care.
Right. It's more of a cerebral relationship than a...
Well, she'll be a little touchy.
Right.
And I made an album. This is not to plug it, just in England. It's out here in Tower Records called "The Songs of an Impotent Troubadour."
Really?
And the reason I did that is to let others who are impotent know. Just because you're impotent don't mean you still can't sing a love song.
Can I ask you a question?
You know, I have to praise him because how many people would admit
Tiny admits everything.
To impotence?
So that's why when someone says that you were with men and all this other stuff, that's why you would be honest if you had been.
Yes, I would. Like this affair I told you once on the show years ago, that was one comes across obstacles like that in life, and instead of lying, I said that it did happen once. But I thank Jesus Christ for getting me out of that. And, we all go through life with crosses, whatever. Right.
So you would not say that you are attracted to men?
Oh, no, praise the Lord.
Okay.
No.
You wearing a diaper right now?
I'm wearing, depends, yeah.
No
kidding. And you have no bladder control?
Hey, this weekend, if it's happening in entertainment, it happens here on E! Saturday morning, start your weekend in style with the hottest dish and the hippest fashions on the Gossip Fashion Hour. Saturday night, miss the Daytime Emmy Awards, or keep taking you there, backstage and back to the party on the Emmy Highlights Show. Sunday night, don't miss our exclusive and explosive look at the summer's first blockbuster, Inside Die Hard with a Vengeance. Hey, this weekend, if it's happening in entertainment, it happens here on E!
Well, what have we here? Gentlemen? That gum's not going to wind up in the coin return, is it?
Nope.
Good. Who can tell me the proper procedure for making a collect call?
Dial 1-800-COLLECT.
Good. The word's out on the street.
Phone Patrol.
Welcome to the Redneck Choice Awards, brought to you by Showtime. You might be a redneck if, starring Jeff Foxworthy. And here's Bud Lyson.
Hey, folks, your ballots are in, so let's get to the awards. Our first category is Best Redneck Video. Let's look at top nominee Jeff Foxworthy for You Might Be a Redneck If.
If your richest relative buys a new house and you have to help take the wheels off of it, you might be a redneck. If you've ever taken a beer to a job interview, if you refer to the 5th grade as my senior year, you might be a redneck.
And the winner is Jeff Foxworthy. Woo! I can't believe it! I checked the envelope, you won them all. I don't have to tour the whole country. Hey, wait, I could just sell my Showtime video, You Might Be a Redneck Gift, through this special TV offer. It's only $19.95, so call now to order.
D-Day, 14 days away. Just 14 days to drop 3 sizes. 2 weeks to get this body into that dress. I was gonna make it if it killed me. It didn't, thanks to Quick Trim.
Quick Trim from Cybergenics is a balanced program of diet and exercise designed to produce dramatic results in just 2 weeks when used properly.
Oh, by the way, D-Day was just delightful.
The Quick Trim Countdown. Start it now.
We had an apartment, a large, very large one.
Yeah.
So I had like one wing and he had the other wing. And he had a lot of friends over.
A lot of guys. But you didn't see anything going on, did you?
No, but I mean, they were there all night.
Disappear.
Right.
Well, you say that in the article it said she heard, the baby was in the house.
Right.
She could hear Tiny and his little friends, over there laughing
Yeah, they
and
were
giggling.
partying.
Hey, it's just a party. I have guys over to party.
Sure you do.
In fairness to Tiny.
In women's underwear?
You want to refute what Miss Vicky is saying, that if it implies that you are with men...
Oh, no, let me bring that... I'm sorry to get off that. That's all right. So that's number one.
We're sorry, too.
Number one, they were completely wrong.
Right.
They were certainly at the after the third day in marriage, I'd say December 21st.
Third day of marriage. Why did you wait to the third day?
Because I believe that, like in the Old Testament, it's such a Catholic Bible of Tobias, who didn't have anything with his wife until the fourth day to keep the Lord first, second, whatever it was, and third, keep the sex the last thing.
Right.
To glorify the Lord's children.
Right.
And I just wanted to do the same thing.
You wanted to have kids.
Right.
Right.
And we have it too.
Right.
But for the first 3 days, I didn't touch Miss Vicky. So on December 21st of 1969 was the first time that it happened in the King's Inn in the Bahamas on the honeymoon.
It did happen in the King's Inn.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Not only that, it happened for 25 days in a row.
Oh, it did?
And she was...
wow.
And it was good?
Well,
I was enjoying herself.
Well, you see, you've admitted you're very fast in the sack. You don't waste time.
Yeah, because I only wanted kids. Right. I know. And,
so you didn't enjoy sex time?
I love it.
The woman did. That was the problem. Right? Tiny, you enjoyed it, right?
For the first minute was fine.
But Tiny, you were the type that, listen, you don't believe in any kind of foreplay or anything, true?
Well, yes, I did before that happened.
Oh, you did?
I didn't know what I was doing because I really never had an intimate affair until I married Miss Vicky.
And plus, because you're not with yourself all the time, you cannot hold back. It's very difficult. Is that true? Yeah. I mean, in your defense.
You understand so much.
Right. I got the same problem.
After doing it every day for 25 days, you must have learned something.
She was expecting in January of 1970.
Right. So there you go.
We lost the first kid in May of 1970. We lost it in Houston, Texas, after 5 months. It's buried in the cemetery in a casket because they wanted to throw it away. I said, no, it's still alive. You've got to keep it out.
Is that right?
And the boss is just buried.
Really?
So why she said that?
Yeah, because she said there was sex that one time, she got pregnant, and that was it, right?
But if she said, if that's what she said, then already she refuted it didn't happen in 6 months because we lost the kid in May of 1970.
I see. So you would like to defend yourself and say, look, you were not fornicating with men back during the honeymoon.
And you're also saying that you really loved her, and
Of course he did.
this was not some pretend affair.
The guy said he lasted 1 second 29 times in a row. That's love.
And if there were men, there were men in the room.
Go ahead.
Look, I don't have any visitors, except unless my relatives or hers or very rare friends. I like to name one man, one guy's name.
Right.
If there were guys in the room,
who were these men? Is what you said.
There was no one there.
Right.
You see, that's number two. And number three, about wearing bloomers. Now, here's what Current Affair did not mention.
Yes.
Because they asked the same question. Right. Now, it is true. Before I read about Cary Grant that he did wear bloomers.
He wore panties.
Panties.
Bloomers back then. Yes, silk panties.
And I wanted to find out how silk felt.
Yes.
So I did buy these bloomers to wear it because to see how it feels,
How did it feel?
Well, it felt nice and soft.
It did. You like it?
Yeah, but it didn't have any opening. The women's one didn't have any opening. Right. And so I quickly discarded it. And
so you wore it one time.
I might have shown her in the house, but she made the world believe that I wore it all the time.
There is no shame in wearing a pair of panties once, so you wanted to try for the fabric. I'll be honest with you, I'm wearing a Kotex right now. I go way further than you.
Well, I wear... No.
I think he's going to top you.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
No, I'm not trying to do that.
Go ahead, Tony, please do.
But right now, I want nothing from these people.
Right.
And I will not advertise their products. It's not fair to the people trying to make it this business.
Go ahead.
But I've always used the pen. I've always used the pen.
Is that correct?
What time?
What time?
Because instead of underwear, I throw it away every day. It's nice and sanitary. I have no bladder control.
Isn't it bulky?
No, it is not.
You're wearing a diaper right now?
Yeah, I'm wearing it. Depends. Yeah.
No
And
kidding.
you have no bladder control?
No, he does. He's saying...
No, he just said he has no bladder
No,
control.
he has no problem, he said.
I have no problem.
Oh, that was it.
It's nice and soft.
Tiny believes in cleanliness.
Are you wearing the ones now that have the cotton, or the fabric outside?
Yeah, well, I've always worn that.
Oh.
Wow.
What I don't like about the pens is they have the ones without the hook. They have these, what you rip off, put together.
Oh, that?
With the tape, the Velcro, like.
No, I don't like that one.
Yes.
But I like the one with in the loop, where the button goes in. However, I wish they would make.
It's hard to relate on this topic, yeah.
A full panty. I like to do Huggies for kids, where I can get into it very
Just step
easily.
in.
Without those straps that tear apart.
Wow.
But wait a minute, Tiny. You didn't like the silk underwear because it had no opening.
Right.
I didn't like that, and...
But the Depends has no opening.
Oh, it sure does.
Oh, yes, it does. What do you know, Bob? Have you worn a Depends? The guy knows what he's talking about. Tiny, this is amazing to me. So, in other words, because of your cleanliness phobia, in a way you have a germ phobia, right? True?
Well,
I mean, you wash the hands or something.
Yes, that's important.
Yeah.
But
so rather than wear underwear that can get fouled or have...
Right. That's right. I throw the pens right away every day.
Every day.
No wonder you want to close up that steel sack.
Yeah. You don't want anybody to look in your garbage.
Seeing what you're doing.
That's very true. It's good because I don't want the maid to see that.
Sure.
Right. God forbid. That'll end up in the Inquirer.
Every day I use a new Depends, but I wish they would make one where you can put it all the way up without those straps.
Would you like an elastic around the top?
Just like the kiddies have. I would like a...
Wow. Tiny, this is fascinating.
Or Depends. That will fit up their belly.
I'm really fascinated. Do you know that for impotent men, they do make a shot that you can take? You put a shot into your genitals, and it will give you a 4-hour erection?
No, it's got to come from food. I don't want those needles there.
I've never gotten an erection from food.
And you would never get a penile implant?
No penile implant? Absolutely not.
No, if it doesn't work naturally, something's wrong.
Wow.
But the thing is, so she was wrong, with those rumors.
Yes.
And current affair, when I said the same thing I told you here, that, but they didn't mention Cary Grant's name. So they let her...
Cut it out.
They then led her to believe I was parading around in women's clothing.
You will not use the hotel towel?
No. I use New Diva, the cloth-like towel.
My best-selling book, 5 Parts, the fastest-selling book in Simon & Schuster history, is available right now in paperback. Soon to be a major motion picture. Over 60 new pages and a movie poster included as well. 5 Parts.
Attention Melrose Place fans. This Monday night, watch It's Your Call, a live 1-hour call-in special about television's sexiest show, Melrose Place. After the big cliffhanger, Kathleen Sullivan will be live at our e-studios to take your calls, receive your faxes, and find out what you think about the controversy, about the show, about the stars.
I think they're going to stay together and have a life of misery.
It's your call, so make it live Monday night after the season finale of Melrose Place at 10 Eastern, right here on E!
Presenting Sounds of the 70s. All your favorite 70s hits in one fantastic collection.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun.
Get Sounds of the 70s for just $9.99 on compact disc or double-length cassette. That's 22 fabulous hits.
Baby, they're a stand from July to the end of September.
I heard my mom cry. Then audition other great Sounds of the 70s albums. There's no minimum to buy. Cancel anytime. Call now. To order Sounds of the 70s, call 1-800-376-9955 or send just $9.99 for one cassette or one CD, plus $3.50 shipping and handling to the address on your screen. An affair so glamorous, it deserves an Emmy. The Daytime Emmy Award Pre-Show, Friday night, 7 Eastern. Only on
Dial a mattress, fast and convenient.
I told him I needed a firm mattress. I needed it by tomorrow and reasonably priced. And next day, boom, I had it.
Get low warehouse prices on Sealy Posturepedic, Serta Perfect Sleeper, and Simmons Beauty Rest. 1-800-Mattress. Fast, easy, and a commitment to customer satisfaction. Nationwide, 24 hours a day. 1-800-MATTRES.
I'd recommend them to anybody.
WCBS News Radio 88 gets you through the day.
Should we take the car?
Traffic and weather together on the 8.
Gridlock alert. Take mass transit in the Metropolitan. Take the train.
Later, Mom.
Afternoon thunderstorms will hit the Metropolitan.
Take your raincoat.
This just in, power outage in Midtown affecting the entire west.
Postpone the meeting.
WCBS News Radio is my survival kit.
WCBS News Radio 88. All news, all day, all night.
Tiny, because we're running short on time, I want to make sure to get to your musical career as well. No, don't be sorry at all. This is fascinating. I could do a 4-hour program with you.
Why we have to stop?
I'm sure there's stuff that I haven't even hit on. I mean, it's unbelievable.
How could you have ever known about Depends or Impotence?
I'm going to try the Depends. You know, I'm sick of doing my wash.
Oh, yeah, you'll love it.
Really?
You'll love it. Only thing, but you should throw away every day, and they come out with a softer type of wear.
Is that right?
A softer type of
No
wear.
rubbing or anything? Doesn't rub?
Not the old one. No, this is really
Are you embarrassed in front of your fiancée that she would see you in your Depends?
Oh, absolutely not. Oh, she hasn't seen me yet.
She has to see you nude.
Oh.
No. She won't see you nude till the wedding night. Is that correct? She will not reveal that side to her. It's smart. So, you will wait for the wedding night as you did with your other...
Can you imagine undressing Tiny and you get down to the diaper?
Right. That's something I'd love to do.
Well, if we get married, you know, let's take it for granted, but if we get married, she'll have to wait 3 nights.
She will.
Well, let me ask you something, Tiny.
Yeah.
Because I do wonder why you know, you always have these things, you know, the biblical thing about, you know, marriage and all that, but in the Bible, doesn't it totally say you're only supposed to get married once?
Great question.
That's a good question, but
that's a great question.
Well, go ahead, take it, Tiny.
All right. That's right.
Oh, I want another beer. You might need another beer. Would you like another beer for that question?
Okay, first of all, you're right there, Ms. Quivers. I want to say I wholly believe in one marriage. I didn't divorce Miss Vicky.
That's right.
She did it to me. I tried to fight it. I didn't have the money in Florida in 77 to come back to contest it. So the lawyer, the state of Jersey, gave it to her without my consent. My lawyer started getting crooked with me, and I couldn't afford him no more to hold it off anymore.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gary, for the beer.
Gary, thank you. So I couldn't do that. So the state of Jersey gave me the divorce. I still didn't marry. She got married again. So what should I do? Should I, when she got married, should I sit around and like women and then have them?
No, I think what Tiny is trying to say, if I may jump in,
he didn't want to shit.
It was again. It's nice to say it. These women, right away, they rush to the lawyers. Okay, very good. Now listen, Tiny, let's get to your musical career.
All right.
Because this is really why you're here. The music comes.
No, I get to whatever you need, Mr. Stern.
Well, I mean, you didn't want to spend the whole morning on diapers and hand lotion. Yeah, really? Okay, good. All right.
It helps the public.
It does help the public. I think you might start a trend. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we have the greatest country in the world, I tell you, and that's why I told you I use Job Squad to wash myself with the paper towel called Job Squad.
When you go to the bathroom, you only use Job Squad?
Yes.
Is that correct?
After the shower, I don't use no cloth towels.
No towel.
Only Job Squad, or I don't think you can get it in the East out here. So I would try New Viva.
You will not use the hotel towels?
No. I use New Viva, the cloth-like towel.
How many towels does it take? These Viva to wipe yourself down after a shower? It actually go through a whole roll.
No. It only takes about 8 sheets.
8 sheets. Now, what is the purpose of that? Because you feel the towels are abrasive?
They're more sanitary.
Yeah.
They're not cleansed before with other germs from other towels. And not only that...
But don't they wash the towels and everything?
But it doesn't mean nothing.
He's saying you're just mixing germs.
Right.
It's only used once, and it's so soft. Really? It's so soft. If there's a new Viva, I don't get nothing from it. New Viva says cloth-like towel. It's a new formula. And it's nice and soft. And if you can't get job squat out here.
You might be the only guy in America using these towels to dry off.
Well, I hope they start using it because you find how wonderful it is for the body, how sanitary, and it prevents you from getting lice and other issues.
Yeah. So you would have started a whole new thing. Never mind Jews for Jesus. You could Jews for Lysol. You know what I mean?
Video conferencing technology used in the production of the Howard Stern Show, provided by IBM.
You are cordially invited to the cultural event of the season.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother...
Are you aiming for these people? No. Maybe that mine. A complex story of good and evil. You'll cry. Don't miss the exclusive look behind the scenes, on the set and with the star. Inside Die Hard. Saturday night at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, only on E.
You're watching E. Entertainment Television.
Check that out. She's new. She must be. Babes like that don't grow in Seattle.
Would you believe me when I
Talk to me yet? Didn't even talk to her? Matt, advice? Talk to her, because it's like one of those necessary steps.
Let's go somewhere.
We're not supposed to be leaving during school hours.
Oh, yeah, well...
So I know that you've got responsibilities here, and now you've met this girl and nothing else seems to matter.
We've decided that it's not a good idea for you to see Casey anymore.
Sometimes, the best plan is no plan at all.
We have the whole country to run around.
We gotta know where we're going.
We make our own rules. We go where the wind takes us.
And the best direction is anywhere.
Casey, come on! Why am I doing this? No way!
Yeah. For you.
How'd you pay for it?
Is that card?
Damn it, Casey, you didn't.
Well, what's the big deal? I mean, he'll get free air miles.
Touchstone Pictures presents Chris O'Donnell, Drew Barrymore.
Fred President.
Yes. This is forever. In a film about what scares us.
If you had the choice to know whether you're going to die or not to know, what would you choose?
What drives us to the edge.
Wait, my darling?
Not until marriage. And she's very religious. We always pray. But there has been petting. Since the
You had her shirt
Do
on.
you think you can control
Under the
that?
shirt or over the shirt? Over the shirt. With the bra on.
No, that I rarely have seen her that way.
Right.
She's only touching with my pants on.
Have you seen her in a bathing suit?
Oh, no, not yet.
Oh, you would explode.
But the thing is, I pray to get out of those sinful things.
And she has touched you with your pants on.
Yes,
Oh, my goodness.
But I pray the Lord to stop saying all the time. We both prayed about that, and not until marriage.
Right.
Naughty too. We all
You
have
live such a tortured life.
Well, Tiny is a man of values. He has certain values that he has to stick by.
The thing is, nothing until marriage if I can help it.
Right.
But I always tell the world, I'm the world's biggest sinner. I thank Jesus Christ for his strength and blessing.
Hey, Tiny, now you were born Jewish, though, right?
My mother's still Jewish.
Yes, right. But how did you find Jesus?
Well, years ago, in 1951,
Yes.
I believe he's Jewish too.
Oh,
He is Jewish. You're right.
Yeah. And so she was the mother Jewish. So St. Matthew, they're all,
That always pisses the Christians off when you tell them that Jesus was a Jew. Yes.
It's true.
Yes.
I mean, and basically, I just don't believe he's the Son of God. That's another big
It just
topic.
came to you.
Yeah, and one day we can have
So
a real
would you
big...
say you're a Jew for Jesus?
Well, that's a good question. Because
Another good question.
I would say, if you want to put it that way, that could be true. I would certainly, definitely say, however, I also believe in the Three Blessed Mother. She's also Jewish.
Yes.
She is also Jewish, and a lot of people forget that.
Yes.
And
I know Robin forgot that.
Oh,
No, I remember it. You would have started a whole new thing. Never mind Jews for Jesus. You'd be Jews for Lysol. You know what I mean? Another product.
Well, Lysol does have a great ingredient.
All right. Tiny Tim, thank you so much.
Okay, we're going to go down this way.
Oh, fine. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
What the hell's going on in the fight? You can go on jokes on other shows.
Did we let you tell a joke?
Oh, this is a great here. Come on over here.
That was so good.
And you step right up to this microphone. I'm going to have you cut 3 IDs. The first one is if you could just identify yourself. Say, this is Tiny Tim. Would you like to sit down, or would you like to ukulele? Whatever. Okay. You say, this is Tiny Tim, and you're listening to the best of Stearns. And again, you can get loose with it, do all that.
I still can't get that. I have that cold. Kick out. It's home through okay, what do I say?
Hi, this is Tiny Tim, and you're listening to the best of Stearns.
I don't want to use that voice because I can't get up there. How's that sound?